Hello, beautiful Earth Tribe. Welcome back to my channel, Sky Above, Earth Below. My name is Renee, and you're watching a timeless general pick-a-card reading. Today we're asking for guidance from your spirit guides. What messages do you need to know at this time? What has your spirit team been trying to convey to you? That is what we're asking today. So remember, this is a general reading, so do not force things to fit. Take what resonates for your situation and your life. But before I start, if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, you can find my information in the description box below, as well as links to donate and to all the decks I use in this reading. Okay, so I've got 3 groups for you to choose from today. Choose as many as you like, whichever you feel drawn to. Group 1 has the ametrine crystal. Group 2 has the aquamarine. And Group 3 has the smoky quartz. Okay, up next there is a meditative shuffle and then the readings to follow. Navigate as you wish using the timestamps below. Thank you all so much for joining me today, and I'll see you at your reading. Hi Group 1, welcome to your reading. If you chose the ametrine, then you're at the right place. Okay, so I'm just going to take a look at your cards here. Put your crystal over here. Okay, group number 1. So what I'm seeing here is that you are sort of at a bit of a crossroads. There is, I would say, a rebirth happening here, especially with the Empress card here. You know, she's birthing something new. So before I get into kind of what I feel like this reading is about, I also want to say that I feel like your spirit guides are coming through here. With the Messenger card, you can feel what feels to me like either an ancestor or an ascended master, or even an angel, because I see wings here. They are bringing this message to you, and they're wanting you to know that you are guided and protected, that they are helping you to bring harmony and balance to the situation that you're in right now. Also over here we have the number 49 card, and 49 is a multiple of 7, so it's 7 times 7, and for me that feels very spiritual. So I feel like for a lot of you, if not most of you, this transition that's taking place for you has to do with your spirituality. And whatever transition you're making, there is an aspect of your own spirituality, your own personal growth, your own expanded consciousness that is part of this transformation that is occurring for you. So things may seem a little daunting right now because of uncertainty. Right here it says, when I lean on certainty and faith, I change my mind about how I see the world. So this is sort of like when we have like an attitude of gratitude. It brings us into a higher vibration. It helps us to really feel grateful for what we do have, for the blessings and understandings and whatever it is that we value in our own life. This can help us to have more faith and have more patience for what is occurring that may not be so pleasant. Right here with this card it says processing. So I feel like, you are in the middle of making decisions, making life-altering decisions. You're processing how to best move forward, and that's why your guides have come through today to help bring that sense of harmony and balance to you, because it says here, trigger statement, I am so worried. True statement, I have the solution. Slowing down and listening to your inner voice will provide you with direction and purpose. So this is about receiving those intuitive hits or those downloads that you might get from your spirit guides that will help you with the uncertainty and your next steps forward. I really like the fact that we have this messenger coming through and just validating that you are being watched over, that your spirit guides are with you. They see what's going on. They understand the uncertainty you feel right now, and they're asking you to have faith. They're asking you to move forward in the way that you understand that is best for you. And in this case, that is to release something. Also with the sword card, the sword is about cutting through something. So it's making a definition in something. It's defining something, right? You want to make the best decision for yourself. And here we see light and dark, which, there could have been, for some of you, this could have been quite a journey, because there could have been a dark night of the soul involved. You may have had a lot of sleepless nights, or just feeling like you are in the dark about things. Perhaps feeling stagnant or like a deer in headlights, not knowing how to move forward because, once you make a certain decision, it becomes final. Once you cut something with a sword, it's, even if you tape it back together, it's never going to be completely whole again. It's going to be changed forever. And so I feel like that decision, whatever you're wrestling with or whatever uncertainties you're facing right now, that you're needing to figure out how to move forward, it is life-altering. It is unchangeable once you make that decision. But your spirit guides are saying, go ahead and move forward, because what's here for you is natural abundance. And by natural, I mean something that was already meant for you, something that is your birthright. Here we have back of the deck energy. Happiness is my birthright. So whatever you're seeking, your happiness, in whatever way you choose, you are birthing this new reality for yourself. You are creating a new foundation for yourself. You're also bringing in community, soul tribe, potentially a lifelong mate. This is cause for celebration, whatever it is that you're doing. There's going to be a lot of abundance. There's going to be, great material, emotional, spiritual abundance with the path of happiness that you're choosing. When you release whatever it is that you need to let go of, this situation, this person, this job, whatever it is that you're releasing, this is energetically necessary, because with bringing in something new, something so profound, something so high vibrational, and in a path that is completely transformative for you, we are looking at moving forward with a strong sense of faith. Because when we do take such drastic measures to completely change our life, we are inherently going on a path. Like the Fool card, you're moving forward knowing that there's uncertainty and doing so anyway. And so there is a sense of faith. And that's why when we talk about the Fool card, we do talk about the Fool as taking a leap of faith. And so when we talk about taking a leap of faith, sometimes that seems so serendipitous, so spontaneous, something that's fleeting, but that's really not the case. The case is that when you take a leap of faith, that faith needs to stretch out along your journey, because we don't see the next step forward. We have to take the step, and then the ground will appear. And that is really how manifestation works. We do have to have a level of, this is where I'm going no matter what. This is where I'm going regardless of what else I may endure. Right? Because whatever we're leaving behind, it's not worth staying behind for. There's something much more expansive and exciting and that aligns with your heart, that feeds your soul. There's something about this journey that is birthing something completely new about yourself and also into this world. So the leap of faith is really about a journey of faith. And if we can remind ourselves to speak with our spirit guides, to understand that they are with us, to look out for those signs and synchronicities, to really look within, slowing down and listening to your inner voice, it's going to provide you with that direction and purpose. But they're asking you here, they're showing you that you are the Empress. you can trust yourself to take that leap of faith. You can trust yourself all by yourself to create this new foundation for yourself, to bring in community that will be attracted to exactly who you are. You can trust yourself to provide your own well-being, your own nourishment, your own wants and needs, your own abundance. Okay, so before I go, I'd just like to say that with my own spirit team, I have my own language in ways that I communicate with them. And so I would just like to say that there is a synchronicity here in this reading for me, myself, to let you know that whatever time you're watching this video right now, look at the clock, and that is your angel number. Okay, so there could be a message that's pertinent to this reading or just pertinent to your situation, something that you need to hear also. It's a message from your spirit guides. Okay, so you might also want to look up the meaning of ametrine. Ametrine is a mixture of amethyst and citrine. I just think it's so beautiful. I don't remember the meaning of it. I got this stone a long time ago, but it's also something that kind of goes with these colors here. So you may be interested in looking that up as well. Otherwise, Group 1, I hope that this reading resonated for you. If so, I'd love to know in the comments. Like, comment, share, and subscribe to support my channel, and hit the bell if you'd like to be notified of my future videos. If you'd like to book a reading with me, my information is in the description box below, as well as links to donate and to the decks I used in this reading. May you have a beautiful day from wherever in the world you're watching. I'm sending you all grounding energy and love. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you at my next reading. Bye, Group 1. Hi, Group 2. Welcome to your reading. If you chose the aquamarine crystal, then this is the right place. Okay, so I'm just going to look at your cards here. Okay, group number 2. First of all, the first thing that stands out to me here is the color. There's some yellow, red, orange color here in the back of the village card here with the sun coming through behind the mountain. There's also this sun-like symbol and colors here in the center of this flower on the Royal You card. And the same thing goes here in the Ace of Cups and here in her bowl. It's like this yellow, orange, red energy that is, bursting with energy and light. So what I'm getting from this is that you have done some really tremendous healing. And you've been through the biggest healing journey of your life at this point. Here with the mountain in this village card. With the mountain, there's so much symbolically about the mountain. Part of that is that you've made this journey. You have climbed yourself to a higher awareness, to a more expanded consciousness. But in doing so, you've had to really face your darkness, your shadows. And you've held your light this whole time, despite the fact that it's been such an arduous journey. There's always been sun at your back. There's always been light at your back. And that is because you held that light within you. You are the royal you. You are the sovereign of your life. Here, the Queen of Cups. This is you. This is a person who is not only a guide and healer for others, but is so because she has brought herself through her own healing journey. She has been guided herself. Highly intuitive, in touch with her spirit guides, following divine wisdom and guidance. The yellow, orange, and red, this is all like lower chakra energy, but what I'm getting from this is that you are birthing something that is highly creative, something that brings your sense of stability and safety, something that brings about your self-confidence, something that is creative and uniquely you. And there is some kind of a spiritual aspect here because we have the number 16 card breaking down to a 7. That's always a spiritual number. The path that you're on is a path of healer, someone who can be a guide for others. With the village card and the mountain here that's been kind of blacked out, what I'm getting from that is that whatever it is that you are doing to shine your light, you are being noticed as the royal you. This is someone who is, stands out like the sun. Someone who stands out to others, who isn't afraid to lead, who brings about a sense of warmth, wisdom, and guidance. And what it's doing is it's attracting your tribe. You can't see them yet, but they're coming in. It's kind of like all these little strands. Almost looks like strands of wheat that's laying down or something like that. But it's like all of these strands you can't see them yet because you're still here on the dark mountain. But they're coming in for you because you've been shining your light this whole time. Because you've done whatever it takes to get closer to consciousness. This card here says letting go. Trigger statement says, this is not the way it's supposed to be. True statement says, I am free. Lift up your burdens and allow the divine to free you from them. Allow yourself to be cleansed of anything that is weighing you down. And then here we have the deep cellular healing card, Arcturus energy, physical and emotional healing. There's so much healing in this reading with the Ace of Cups, the Queen of Cups, the deep cellular healing, allowing yourself to be cleansed. Like, all of this has to do with releasing and releasing. All of this has to do with your monumental journey, which is to release. And I feel like it's more than one thing. I don't feel like it's, one specific person or one job. I feel like it's like everything. I feel like this is completely transformative for you. So there's It's like your whole entire life is being cleansed and purified and blessed. Whenever you're this high vibrational, whenever there is so much light, you are surrounded by your guides. You are being helped with your healing. You are being guided and guarded and protected. I feel like this message really is a message to keep going, because you've already accomplished so much. There's so much healing that you've already done. There is a creative endeavor that you are working on. There's something new that you're bringing into this world. And it may have been something that has been difficult for you to maintain focus on, because here, when it says this is not the way it's supposed to be, there was likely a lot of difficulty in your mind being able to stay focused. When we're healing, we're processing the difficult parts of our life, the difficult parts of ourselves. It's not always beautiful or pleasant. We're looking at the dark aspects of ourselves that do need to be given to the divine. It's really about understanding what is in our control and what isn't, and allowing ourselves to be cleansed of whatever it is that is no longer serving us. Whatever it is that keeps you in a dark, dense energy. This mountain is heavy and dark, but it's not without purpose. Right? We go through these cleansing processes to grow, to get closer to elevated consciousness, to come through to our healing, to become the best and highest version of ourselves so that we can actually serve others. So I feel like this message is about your spirit guides wanting you to recognize just how much important work you've just done. As the royal you, they're reminding you that you are that sovereign of your life. You are the Queen of Cups. You are being blessed with greater love and healing and the ability to heal others. You have a village coming in for you. And for those of you who resonate with star seeds, you may want to look into Arcturus energies. So I feel like this is a message of hope, not to give up, because whatever you're doing, it is just growing you in an ever-expansive way. It's bringing you to the highest version of yourself, to your sovereignty, your freedom, your spiritual connection, your complete physical and emotional healing, and to your soul tribe. Okay, so group 2, that is your reading. If this resonated, I'd love to know in the comments. Like, comment, share, and subscribe to support my channel, and hit the bell if you'd like to be notified of my future videos. If you'd like to book a reading with me, my information is in the description box below, as well as links to donate and to the decks I used in this reading. May you have a beautiful day from wherever in the world you're watching. I'm sending you all grounding energy and love. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you at my next reading. Bye, group 2. Hi, group 3, welcome to your reading. If you chose the smoky quartz, then you are at the right place. Okay, so I'm just going to have look at your cards. Okay, group number 3. So what I'm seeing here is a couple of things. A little bit of the past, a little bit of the present, and some guidance for your future. Okay, so group 3, with the Orphan card here and the 5 of Pentacles. So what I'm really getting here is that there has been a pattern of being left behind, abandoned, being excluded, not valued. So there's been a pattern of this in your life starting in early childhood. With the number 5 card here, you could be a life path 5. I feel like you are familiar with this feeling of being left out, left behind, left out in the cold, not supported, abandoned. However those kinds of feelings and situations come about, I feel like you've lived through a lot of them. And while this is tragic and has been very difficult for you, there's also something about it that has purified you. Let me say that again. There's something about the abandonment you've experienced in your life that has been purifying for you. There's something about it that has had you understanding from the time you were very young that you had a really powerful purpose. We don't just go through things for no reason. There is a reason for everything. That's not just a cliche. That's actually part of manifestation, and also possibly part of a soul contract that you made before you incarnated here into this life. Where you're at now is at the end of these repeated cycles. Here with the Power of Purpose card, number 18, breaking down to a 9, this is the end of a cycle. This here looks like a cog in a wheel, and it's reminding me of the Wheel of Fortune card. So I feel like your fate is turning. This wheel is turning for you. And now you are right on target of your purpose. With the number 9, you are ending this cycle. When I say you've been purified, what I mean is that you have fulfilled that soul contract. You've learned what you needed to learn from these lessons. This card here says purification, trigger statement, their opinion matters to me. True statement, I see things in a new way. As you release external influences and energy, you will become clear with regard to what is needed. And I feel here, group 3, this is what you've done. All of this tremendous difficulty you've lived through has brought you through to the strongest, most resilient person that you've ever been. Not only that, but you've understood the importance of maintaining your connection to your inner child. There were times when you looked within inside yourself and wondered where that little person went. But you knew that he or she was always there. You remembered yourself as a child, how pure you were, how loving you were. What a ray of sunshine you were. How deserving you were of love and acceptance. How valued you should have been by those most important, those people who were supposed to look after you, those people who claim to love you. You held your ground, and you knew what was right, and their opinion no longer matters, because you understand now that those are external influences. They don't come from within you. You've understood over various situations, over a number of years, that you are the person you've been able to rely on. You are the person who has pulled yourself up from every situation you've been knocked down in. You are the person who held love for yourself when no one else loved you. But you know that it wasn't just you. You know that you weren't alone. You know that there was something guiding you. You know that you were deeply connected to something bigger than yourself. And that whatever that was, you had faith in it. You knew you were meant to shine your light. You knew you were meant to show other people what love looks like. You knew that what happened to you wasn't right, and that it was important. Someday you would be able to live and to be the person you wish you had when you were a child. So, you're on to your purpose now. Whatever that is for you, group 3, you can feel it. You can feel it in your heart. You know it's your purpose because it scares you. And sometimes we think of fear as ego, something that kind of keeps us from doing something or keeps us away from our heart. But I'm not talking about that kind of fear. I'm talking about the kind of fear that is expansive, the kind of fear that is exciting. When you know you have something big and great to look forward to, and you might feel like you're not ready. You might feel like maybe you're not worthy. Maybe you feel like you don't have it in you. You're not creative enough. You don't have this or that skill. As a Page of Pentacles, we can have all kinds of these feelings of being new to something. And of course, when we're talking about our calling and stepping up to the plate of our purpose, it's not going to feel easy. It's not going to feel comfortable. But it is going to feel expansive. It is going to feel like a new journey because it's something you've never done before. But remember, as you're completing the cycle of this orphan archetype, of the Five of Pentacles, you're no longer being left out because you're including yourself now. You are the main character of your story now. You found your purpose, and you've embarked on this journey. So be patient with yourself. You're not going to leave yourself out. You're going to love yourself like the parent you never had. You're going to bring yourself through any difficulty that may be on your path, because a page is curious. A page wants to grow. A page wants to understand. Some of you may be feeling like whatever you're embarking on, it's too late. Some of you may feel like you're too old for something, or there's too many other people doing what you want to do. We know, though, that each person has their own brand of whatever it is they do. There is no one like you. No one, even if you're doing something similar to someone else, no one can do it like you. So it says, trust the timing. Trust the wave you came in on. Time is not running out. And if you feel in a bind somehow, if you're not understanding how to move forward with your purpose, come to the place of joy. It says joy is the ultimate creator. When you can get in touch with that just lights you up, then that means that you're in touch with that spark within you, that spark from source. This is the kind of thing that puts us into a flow state, or a state that just brings us to happiness, just knowing that we're on the right path. And your guides are coming through to let you know that you can trust yourself. The child inside, it starts to become integrated when it can trust the adult version of ourselves. We can let our inner child know that they can trust us, that we're going to take good care of them, and we're going to include them on our journey. We're going to consider their thoughts and feelings along our journey. We're going to use their thoughts and feelings to inspire us, to bring us back to that place of joy. As a child, we had no problem connecting with our joy. We could imagine ourselves as doing anything. As children, we are just joy in and of itself. We are the ultimate creators as children. We are never running out of time. It's never too late to align with your heart, with your inspiration, with your soul's purpose. It's never too late. Your spirit guides are wanting you to know how proud they are of you, how resilient and strong and powerful you are. They see the work that you've done to get yourself through everything. Feeling abandoned, finding your purpose, stepping up to the plate to fulfill it, reconnecting with your inner child. They are so proud of you. There were so many times when you could have let the darkness just overcome you. but they knew that you were up for this job. And they knew how strong of a spirit you were to begin with, to embark on a life like this. And they're wanting you to know that they're supporting you with your purpose, with your new journey, with your growth and leaving the past behind. And they're saying the best way to connect with them is to connect with your joy, connect with your heart, and they will be there to give you the messages you need about your steps forward. Okay, so group number 3, that is your reading. If this resonated, I'd love to know in the comments. Like, comment, share, and subscribe to support my channel, and hit the bell if you'd like to be notified of my future videos. If you'd like to book a reading with me, my information is in the description box below, as well as links to donate and to the decks I used in this reading. May you have a beautiful day from wherever in the world you're watching. I'm sending you all grounding energy and love. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you at my next reading. Bye, Group 3.